welcome to Fearsome Top 5. The scary videos you're about to watch are deeply unsettling. Number 1. Back in 2013, a Reddit user that goes by Saki was 13 years old. Around this time, she would often visit her friend's house, and from what she can remember, her friend's home had an overwhelmingly eerie feeling inside. While they would hang out, they would sometimes hear the sound of a door slamming that they could never explain. One day in particular, while it was just the two of them in the house, they began to hear knocking on the front door. But after answering it, they discovered no one outside. Assuming that someone was ding-dong ditching them, they decided to brush it off as nothing. But when this knock on the door returned, they rushed to answer it with a camera in hand. And this is what they caught. While running upstairs with a camera recording, a black figure can be seen in the dining room. What looks like an ominous dark silhouette quickly ducked behind a chair. This motion happens fast, but if you look closely, it's clear that something was definitely moving. Saki ended up showing this footage to her parents, but of course, they didn't believe her. And that's exactly how things go wrong in horror movies. Number 2. Tristan is a man who's been dealing with something dark inside of his home. He's taken it upon himself to record every encounter he has and document this haunting on TikTok. The mysterious presence in his home seemed to come out of nowhere, and for the last 2 years, it's refused to leave. Now often when he lays in bed, this entity makes its presence known. As he stared ahead, his bedroom door eerily creaked closed, as if someone was moving it. But as always, there was no one else around. A few weeks later, he once again heard something moving outside of his room. He crawled out of bed to investigate and was shocked to see this. As he flipped on the light, the bathroom doorknob can be seen aggressively rattling. This unsettling sight definitely looks like someone was desperately trying to get out of the bathroom. But as Tristan quickly swung the door open, the small room was totally empty. Over the last few years, he's gotten somewhat used to this activity, but encountering something like this still sends a chill down his spine. Number 3. Chris from the Urbex Hill YouTube channel set out to explore an abandoned elementary school. He's explored this location several times before, but just can't seem to stay away. This school is located in a very dangerous part of Ohio, where shootings, robberies, and crime happens often. Well, once again completely alone, he made his way inside the decaying building, greeted by the dark hallways that look like something straight out of a horror movie. But as he carefully navigated through the old school, he heard something in the distance.
I thought I heard somebody walking.
Chris heard the sound of someone talking in the distance, instantly putting him on edge. Despite his worries that someone else was in the building, he decided to continue. But little did he know that someone was actually eerily close by. I'm sure you missed it, so let's take another look in slow motion. As he turned to the right, a pair of shoes can be seen walking behind the frosted glass, meaning that someone was well aware of exactly where Chris was. He then made his way to the basement, and it was at this moment that his camera caught something downright unnerving.
All these desks behind. Somebody's down here.
After setting his camera down on an old desk, a chilling figure can be seen in the distance. This figure in white walked to the left, going completely out of view, appearing to hide from Chris and his camera. As Chris was busy tripping over the desk, he was totally unaware that someone was lingering close by. He planned to explore more of the basement, but this exploration quickly took a very dangerous turn.
Here's one more thing I need to point out. Right as that person with the flashlight turned around, I could see a gun in their hand. This startled me, so I started running away. There's no telling what these people could be using this building for. They could just be squatters or even scrappers. They could even be criminals hiding from the police. I don't know. But one thing I know for sure, they didn't want me there because they started shooting a gun as I ran away.
After turning a corner, Chris came face to face with someone holding a gun. His instincts kicked in as he sprinted out of the building, but this was an extremely close call and a huge reminder to never explore alone, or in my case, at all. Number 4. A Reddit user called Mermaids Have Wi-Fi posted in the Ghost subreddit looking for opinions on a video she couldn't explain. According to this Reddit user, a friend of hers caught something on her Ring camera at 2 a.m. that made her skin crawl. Her eyes widened as she realized that a figure was outside of her home in the middle of the night. This pale white figure calmly walked through the yard until going out of view. But oddly enough, as it moved, it seemed to become transparent. And when zoomed in, no features are visible on this figure. The woman who captured this video believes this is a ghostly apparition. But what do you think? Number 5. Over on the One Skinny Dude YouTube channel, a man often uploads videos of his adventures while hiking and exploring. One sunny day, he had a GoPro rolling as he rode his bike along a trail in Pennsylvania. As he cycled deeper into the woods, something further down the trail caught his eye. But it wasn't until he later reviewed his footage that he realized what he caught. On the left side of the trail, someone appeared to be ominously standing in place. But as he approached, this figure quickly made its way into the nearby trees and out of view. According to this YouTuber, the person on the trail appeared to be wearing old-fashioned clothes from long ago. Because of this, and their immediate escape into the woods, he's not quite sure if this was a person or possibly something supernatural. Either way, their bizarre behavior would have been enough to freak me out. Number 6. A man named Jorge has posted countless videos to TikTok of the nerve-wracking haunting taking place in his home. Alongside him, his wife and kids have also experienced terrifying things that they couldn't explain, and an overwhelming heavy presence can be felt throughout their house. With a new baby being added to his family, Jorge set up a camera to keep a close eye on his infant daughter. Well, late one night, as this camera was recording, something spine-chilling was caught near her crib. Suddenly, the bedroom door slammed shut on its own. Then moments later, an unsettling dark mass manifested into the room. This terrifying anomaly got eerily close to the baby, appearing to hover over the crib. And as it did, one of the toys got tossed to the side. This figure then suddenly vanished, followed by 3 knocks coming from somewhere in the room, which some believe to be a warning of impending danger. With something like this appearing in your home, the only logical thing to do is pack your shit and get as far away as possible. Number 7. This next video unfortunately comes from an unknown source, but appears to show something downright chilling. As a family was gathered around a table talking, a woman looked to be attacked by an unseen force. While sitting at the table, something we cannot see appeared to aggressively shove this woman's head back. The way her head suddenly moved backwards does not look natural, and I definitely don't think she did this herself. For some odd reason, after this happened, the woman to her left immediately laughed, as if having a demon try to snap your neck is something to laugh about. Number 8. YouTube user Crazy Quaddy is a channel that's run by a man from Nebraska that documents his adventures while truck camping. Over the last few years, he's seen a lot of things while stealth camping in his truck, but one thing he never expected to encounter is something paranormal. In one of his videos, he bravely decided to spend the night inside an abandoned house. From the looks of it, this house has clearly gone untouched for a while. He made his way inside and immediately began exploring the empty rooms. Eventually, he made it to the basement where he decided to set up camp. He positioned his cot and sleeping bag, preparing for a chilly night. But after the sun went down, he began to hear something above him.
There's something up there. There's definitely something up there. Get! I can hear it walking around, whatever it is. Probably a raccoon. There's definitely something upstairs right now. I haven't even cooked dinner yet, and once I do dinner, I'll have to bag that up. Bag up my leftovers or my food bag, and I'm gonna toss that outside as far as I can. Got our bear spray. I don't have to spray anything, but...
The sound of something moving around and banging upstairs quickly caught his attention. Despite assuming it was just an animal, he couldn't help but get a little creeped out as the sounds continued.
9:26. I mean, the wind has picked up a bit. So it could be branches clonking against the house, especially up front, because they're like everything is grown right up to the house. But it sounded like there was something walking around right above me. Yeah!
He attempted to scare it off with sound effects on his phone, but this didn't seem to work. After making a hot meal, he nervously prepared to get some sleep. And luckily for him, the eerie sounds upstairs stopped just long enough for him to get some rest. As the faint glow of daylight crept through the windows, Quaddy woke up still in one piece. He eagerly said his goodbyes to the house, still not quite sure who or what was lurking upstairs. Make sure to follow me on Instagram to hear more from your boy. As always, if you enjoy these creepy videos, then make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to see more videos like this.